Hi, we're gonna play some Higurashi today. And also, how do you like the PNG? Marshy made it. Let's see if the command Weedy made last time still works. Okay, yes. I will do a little bit of fixing, but yeah. Marshy made it. It's so cute. I love it. Alright. Let us begin where we left off.
Hi!
Hi, Shadow. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. It's always lovely to see you. Alright, let us continue where we left off. Just a fun tournament of fun games where nothing bad will happen. It's fine. Load it. And do let me know if anything is too loud, too quiet, what have you. I can always adjust settings later. Load it. Listen to that calm music. I wonder why afternoons always make you feel sleepy like this. Neon spoke in a voice that went so far as to make whoever heard it lethargic. You want a medical explanation for sleepiness? Could say it, but it'll just make you more sleepy. Spare me. It was almost 3 o'clock. Sixth period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grade ended their school day after 5th period, so they were probably running around in the schoolyard right now. I could hear the joy-filled voices coming from there right now. Oh, what I would give to be able to join them. Mi-chan, you're the class representative, so you should have to try harder. No going to sleep. See, rather than the class representative, I'd rather be the president of the boxing club. They get to sleep a lot. Huh? What makes you think that? At the boxing gym, they're always hitting the sack. Get it? Bam. The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Mion's head with the corner of a textbook. That's all from me. I'll leave it at that for today. Representative, please direct the class. Everybody stand up. At attention. Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go. It was one of the odd rules we had as a mixed grade school. When they knew class was over, Satoko and Rika-chan returned to the classroom. Good work today. Alright, time for happy, fun club activities. Yes! Yeah, that's right. What should we do today? Hey, Mi-chan? Why don't we continue what we started yesterday? Yes, we should do that. You have to end like that when things were getting good. I won't accept it! Now. I know how you feel, but let's save that for another time. Something like that shouldn't be done somewhere dinky like this classroom after school, but a grander stage. I'm down, whatever. Some of the younger guys said they'd watch me in the finals. So let me know ahead of time. Wow, Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. There's people cheering you on. I wonder if there's anybody cheering on Rena. I couldn't help but watch as Rena entered her pining maiden mode. I'm not gonna pull any punches, but I'll pray for your victory, Rena. Sakura and Keiichi Bren's smile. I ruffled Rena's hair roughly. Ruffled roughly. What? Oh. Keiichi-kun? How? Rena turned bright red and short-circuited, smoke billowing from both of her ears. Gazing into her eyes, a strange scene of me holding hands with Rena and skipping through a flower bed was reflected there. Even if it was in somebody else's imagination, it was terribly troubling. Meet Keiichi the Rena Killer. When Rika-chan said that, everybody burst out laughing at once. That Rena is a Satoko and Rika-chan killer, though. It may be true that we can't win against Rena, but we won't lose to Keiichi. Oh, this is becoming pretty interesting. Pretty interesting relationship map. Our strengths kind of interact like rock, paper, scissors. That doesn't include Mion, does it? Of course not. It doesn't matter who it is. I won't lose. Mion leered with a gaze befitting of a club president. No, befitting of an empress. The mood in the room became more lively. It was as good a moment as any to get started. Game time. Well now, let's get started nice and easy. Yeah. So then, Michan, what shall we do today? Mion let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club locker. Every time I look, there's always a ton of things crammed in there. Everything that's jammed in that locker is a game of some kind, you know? On top of that, the things used for penalty games like cat ears, collars were kept in there. The capacity of that thing was unfathomable. That locker maybe actually extended through the wall into the fourth dimension. That's my theory, anyways. If not, then how else could you explain how someone could pull out item after item? It's a locker of holding, clearly. After Mion touched her hand to her chin briefly, in thought, she turned around without pulling out any games. Why don't we try and keep it a bit simple today? Playing games that require lots of pieces all the time can be a little bland, right? It doesn't matter what game it is, if everybody plays together and we have fun. Yeah, that's right. Rena and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt, even if we were pulling weeds from the school grounds, it would be fun. That wouldn't be fun for me. Pulling weeds or whatever. That's right, isn't it? By the way, Satoko, could you stop reading people's minds by looking at their expressions? Whatever you're thinking, it's always written all over your face. So I always know right away. I've always been told that ever since I transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. I need to develop a poker face, or I could be in for a rough time. Alright, everybody, pay attention. We're going to explain the rules. We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on stern expressions. In no time at all, everybody's gaze focused like a tiger or a shark, listening intently. That's right. From the point where the rules are explained, the match has already begun. Today's game is probably better known as a party game. It's called Sympathy. Has anybody heard of it before? Oh, I thought they were going to play Mario Party. Sympathy. It means to share someone's feelings, right? Maybe I might know this. Michan, maybe it's the game where we choose a topic and everybody writes down the first word that comes to mind? And the more people who share the same answer, the more points are awarded? In that case, Rena knows about it. I remember. I recall playing a game like that in grade school when we were on the bus during a field trip. I'm not familiar with this game. I would like an explanation. First of all, we have the leader choose a topic. Example, if they choose dessert, hehehe. Toka-chan, when somebody says dessert, what's the first thing you think of? Let's see here. Pudding or something? Okay, in that case, Satoko, you would write down pudding on your memo pad. Then everybody reveals their answer at the same time. There's 2 or more people who write down pudding, they get points. More people who write down the same answer, the more points are awarded. So if everybody writes down the same answer, that's a max of 5 points. In other words, the trick is to think of what you write down is the same answer as everybody else. It was exactly as Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way that you have the same answer as everybody else. For example, even if you heard the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, if your answer didn't match up with everybody else, you don't get any points. That's why you have to hold off on that answer and change to the one that seems like everybody else will choose. He becomes not what you think for yourself, but will be able to predict what everybody else's answer will be. It's a very high-level intellect game. Me. For Satoko's sake, let's try practicing for 1 round. Okay, for this round, seeing as I'm the club president, the leader will be me, right? Topic can be something random. Taking out her literature textbook, she began flipping through around a page. Alright then, this is only a practice round. First topic is shaved ice. When you say shaved ice, there's only one answer, isn't there? Among the standard flavors of shaved ice, there's strawberry, melon, and blue Hawaii. The most popular amongst those is obviously melon. Everyone write down an answer? Everybody showed their answer at the same time, okay? Ready, go! Strawberry, melon, Uji Gintoki, strawberry, What? I'm the only one with melon! You guys! Don't go doing something so mundane as picking strawberry as the standard! Hey, Rena, would you actually order strawberry shaved ice? First thing that always sells out at summer festivals is always melon, isn't it? Rena also likes melon flavor. But really, it's all about the strawberry, right? Right? Hey-chan, if I was to pick, I would actually choose melon. But you see, this is a word association game. If somebody says shaved ice and the first thing you think of is strawberry, I'm still not entirely convinced, but in any case, it's that type of game. Rika, what exactly did you write? Is that a type of shaved ice? It's Uji Gintoki. It's incredibly delicious, you know? Well, it might be delicious, sure, but it's not exactly run-of-the-mill. Still, that's a pretty refined choice. Satoko, did this help you get a good idea? There were 3 people who wrote down strawberries, so those people get 3 points. We compete to see who can get the most. Yeah. I've got it. More importantly, Mion-san, what shall we do about today's penalty game? Oh, there's gonna be one after all. What will it be? What should it be? Kei-chan, you have a suggestion? What, for a penalty game? When I was in elementary school, there was a penalty game. Yeah. It can only be that. Stripping. In other words, that thing where the loser has to carry around everybody else's baggage. It happened often to the boys. Elementary school kids walking around completely covered in backpacks. You see it a lot. But how will we do that? Satoko-chan and Rika-chan's houses are in completely opposite directions from ours. Then how about loser carries just the winner's stuff to their house? Getting everybody's stuff to their house would involve covering a pretty sizable distance. Oh yeah! Just that much might be alright. Somehow, today's penalty game is pretty simple. But the penalty game of this level, it wouldn't even be fun to make Keiichi-san do it. Then shall we raise the stakes a bit? Playing a porter. Ta-da! How about we have someone schlep stuff around dressed in this? Well, why a maid outfit of all things? If Doc raids me right now... Al... It's cute and all, but no way! But you see... What do we do if Keiichi-san loses? We don't know the size that fits him. Oh, I didn't let that detail get by me. I have a nice XL size one prepared just for Kei-chan. So Kei-chan, are you ready? She's already like, nah, he's gonna do it. I'm going to have you walk around outside dressed up as a maid. From the headband to the garter belt, even the underwear, I've got it all prepared for you. This is insane! How do you have every possible size of that type of thing in that locker? It's a locker of holding! This is bad, Keiichi Maebara. Somehow, it's become a situation where only my failure results in a very cruel price to pay. What if I make a mistake and lose? Wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Oh, ma'am, about that Maebara boy. Did you hear about him? It seems like he has a, perchance for cross-dressing. Oh my, really? That'd be so embarrassing, you know. Oh ho 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 ho! Rip. Yes. That's way too harsh. That's just incredibly brutal. If we return to this penalty to some semblance of normalcy, now is the only time. I think we should refrain from this unwholesome penalty game. Why on the way back home from school? Do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform and carrying our baggage? Having them say, "Master," while dragging them around in the village in such an embarrassing outfit. Wait, why am I panting? What is this? This feeling welling up inside me? Hey, let's just make it a normal penalty game. Wait, Keiichi-kun is frozen stiff. Grinning with passion, I firmly placed my hands on Rana's shoulder. Rana, there is no problem with this penalty game. I just have to win! That's right, everybody. I turned to everybody with an idiot grin, my pearly whites flashing with a brilliant gleam. Okay, Chan, you've come around to the idea, eh? No matter what the penalty game is, there's no reason to be afraid. You just have to win. Right, everybody? Yeah. From me on to Rika, everybody's energetically thrust their fist up in the air high. Only Rana seems somewhat undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slow, isn't she? If she wins, even for Rana, it's quite a delectable opportunity. Hey, Rana? Don't you see this is a pretty big opportunity? Rika-chan or Toko-chan in a maid outfit, coming right to your doorstep. This is a historically great chance, isn't it? Sploosh. Rana began spitting a fountain of blood from her nose. Look in her eyes completely changed. She shifted into cute mode. Was waiting for this, Rana. That look in her eyes. Oh, to my doorstep? It's not like Keiichi-kun or Michan wouldn't be good too. How? Alright. Looks like everybody's prepared themselves. Get your memo pads ready. First question. Ready? Mion opened up her textbook to a random page and read out a word that caught her eye. The first topic is summer break. This is yet another quite abstract keyword. Well then, let's not worry about it too much and start with something like this. Everybody good? Time to show them. Ready, go! On Mion's signal, everybody simultaneously held up what they wrote. Let's see, what did everybody write? Summer festival. Summer festival. Fireworks. Mosquito coils. Oh, Rena and I have the same answer. Alright, 2 points. But Sadoka's fireworks was pretty good too. Rika's mosquito coil was a very nice seasonal choice as well. All the choices were quite invigorating. It's almost summer break, isn't it? I wonder how we'll spend this year. Invigorating words that invoke the image of summer break. Certainly things that enrich the soul. As everybody approaches the soon-to-come summer break, a plethora of dreams should be etched upon their thoughts. By the way, Keiichi-san, what did you answer? Hurry up and show us! I didn't really write down anything that great. No. Showing us is part of the rules, now come on. Stop it. Don't look. He wrote bikinis or something, didn't he? Homework. The room went silent. Nobody could really follow up that response. It's as if my impertinent answer had somehow sullied the wonderful dreams of the coming summer break. Keiichi-kun, summer breaks were never fun, were they? It's alright. Let's spend the summer this year with everybody. We won't leave you by your lonesome. Rika-chan gently patted my head. What exactly did summer break mean to me? Summer courses, observing sunflowers, practice exams, special summer focus seminars. I know nothing of hot summers. He's not having a hot girl summer. That's so sad. Because I've always been in an air-conditioned cram school. Ugh, the tears. Keiichi-chan's summer breaks were always devoid of hope and dreams, weren't they? Don't look at me with such pity in your eyes. Don't look at me. The game is called Sympathy, may be more terrifying than I could ever imagine. Well, anywho. Ren and I get 2 points each. Let's keep going. Next is fish. So it's fish. Come to think about it, I haven't eaten sushi in a while. Sushi. By the way, rather than lean tuna, I'm quite the connoisseur on things like flounder. I wonder who will match this with this answer. Because for a Japanese person, anyone would think of this. Alright, everybody. This time we'll start with mine. Ready, go! Sushi. How about that for an answer? When you see a lively fish, do you want to steam it or grill it? No, to have sashimi is the epitome of cuisine. Rather than write sashimi, however, I'll choose the more amiable term in sushi. That was my cunning ploy. Contrary to the intrepid resolve of my reply, everybody's expression was listless. Oh, that's right. When you say fish, I see. Sushi is tasty, isn't it? What? Stop talking to me in that consoling tone! Stop it! Well then, should the rest of us show our answers? Ready, go! Dolphin, whale, aquarium, Rika and I have the same answer! That's 2 points! Rena picked whale, eh? I thought about that too. But I ended up picking dolphin. Ah, really? Rena wanted to write dolphin at first, but Rena didn't think anybody else would write it. Either one of them is very cute. Everybody, excluding me, stopped and stared blankly. As their thoughts drifted over the horizon, it seemed as if they could hear the roar of the open seas from there. This means everybody has 2 points, except for Keiichi. Well, everybody but Keiichi-san. Keiichi-kun's answers were worth 0 points, but Rena thinks they're very unique and interesting. To immediately think of food when you hear the word fish. Kei-chan, you should really be ashamed of how destitute your soul is. Man! Don't say something like that. My soul is destitute. Besides, what's with Mion and Rena's answers anyways? Those aren't even fish! Yeah, technically they're mammals. Those are mammals! Objection overruled. Next. What a horrid game this is today! As the games pile on, it seems as if I will be further exposed as a petty human being. I'm the only one who still hasn't earned any points. I want to at least get a point in the next round. Alright, the next topic is... something. I missed it. Damn it. This time I'll do it. Keep your cool, Keiichi Marabara. Don't think what you would normally think. Everybody else in here is a girl. Stop thinking like a man. If you write down Sakura Mochi... oh, it must have been Sakura. Sakura Mochi here, then you'll only be repeating the tragedies of the past. Throw away that gastrocentric male sensibility. Just for now, think of yourself as a girl. You are a girl. You are a girl. I am a girl. Everybody finished writing? Let's do it. Keiichi-san, if you don't start getting points right now, won't it be a bit dangerous? This time is perfect. I've completely suppressed my own instincts. This time, I will have a match. No, I will make it match. Keiichi-kun, you seem pretty confident about this one. You see, this time Rena thought like a boy, so I could match up with your answers. Oh no! Sakura Mochi! I like them too. I wrote it down. Rena and Rika giggled together. What? Now is not the time to think of your stomach! Well then, did Keiichi-san write the same answer as me? I put down Hanami. That's right! When you say Sakura, it just has to be Hanami, yeah? I wrote that down too! Mion and Satoko's response was Hanami. Hanami? Seriously? That's the kind of event where all the geezers get drunk doing all sorts of depraved... is the standard, isn't it? Why of all times did you just decide to abandon answering from the girl's point of view? Well, Kei-chan? What sort of girly response did you write down? It's nothing. Let's move on to the next topic. Before I knew it, Rika-chan had circled behind me and was intently reading the memo I had hidden behind my back. Cardmaster Sakura is written down here. Yes! Yay! It became dead quiet. Aww. The abrupt silence enveloped the room. We'd be fine if somebody at least laughed at me or played it off as something done, but nobody even flinched. The feeling of that pit in my stomach reached critical mass, causing my once blood-drained face to flush with a sudden wave of heat. Sakura can only mean Cardmaster Sakura, can't it? It's a super popular anime that broadcasts every week on the government-run networks. Broken through every demographic from little girls to grown men. You've seen it, haven't you? No, you've definitely seen it. Even if I've seen it. Oh. Yeah, even without the focused first explanation, I know about it. It's that thingy where she fights in different costumes every week, right? Yeah, I know. Yep. It's cute, isn't it? Brenda sometimes browses through it at the magazine stand to keep up with the story. I saw it for the first time recently. Sakura is cool and so cheerful all the time. I like that girl who's always filming with the camcorder. Aw, yay, she's a Tomoyo fan. It's not just popular with little girls, it's also surprisingly well received with older boys, isn't it? Do you think that Kei-chan was one of those? I felt like I had inadvertently blurted something out unnecessarily and had completely self-destructed, but that wasn't the main problem. So you all know about it, don't you? Why didn't you write it down? Sakura means Sakura Kinomoto. Sakura-chan. Cardmaster Sakura is the right answer. Mion quietly put her hand on my shoulder. Kei-chan. Now I am certain. Kei-chan, you are to your very core a geezer. Rip. Irrevocably so. Ugh! Why is everybody looking at me with those eyes filled with pity? That's not true, Keiji-kun. Okay, let's do our best. Here's where the comeback begins. There's no coming back for Keiji-san. The geezer. Now give up quietly and accept your penalty. What is today's penalty game again? Dressing up as a maid, complete with a headband and garter belt while carrying around the winner's stuff. Alright. If you're real members of the club, show me you won't let anybody come back from this disadvantage. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink while we do the little chapter break. Wow, Keiji-kun seems happy. Why? How can this be? I think he lost his mind. He lost so badly, he lost his mind. He's probably awoken to the joys of cross-dressing. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. Keiji-kun, your hairband is going to fall off. Let me fix that for you. Rihanna cheerfully adjusted the hairband that had been enshrined upon my head. How does it feel, Kei-chan? Have you awoken to the pleasure of wearing girls' clothing in front of actual girls? Be honest now. It's alright. We won't laugh, they say as they're laughing. Ugh. You jerk. I'm gonna murder you. That was last arc. Swinging Mion's bag wildly about, I chased her in circles for a bit. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, We didn't even have to add up the score to know who was on top. After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put on everything from ribbons to the underwear. Damn you, Mion. What do you mean, knowing this will come in handy one day? How the bloody hell will a man knowing how to put on a garter belt be useful? Hey-chan, you're too loud. If you stay quiet, you might be able to pass off as a rehearsal for a play. That's right. That's right, if I cause a scene here, they'll find out I'm wearing women's clothing right down to the unmentionables. Ugh. I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to scream. Actually, Kei-chan, you have really smooth skin. Are you often told that it's easy to apply makeup on you? Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. Oh, what kind of man gets praised for being so easy to apply makeup on them? How does it feel wearing a maid's headband? It's okay, Keiichi, you can embrace your feminine side. It really finishes off the look. The hairband is the best part of the maid outfit, after all. What do you mean it finishes off the look? Dumbass. Stop teasing me! Hehehe. Keiichi-kun's bear is cute. That's right. Men like things like garter belts, right? So how does it feel wearing one yourself? I don't really feel it. Hey, stop it. Don't flip it up. It's tight, isn't it? Can you feel it rub against your skin as you walk? Stop. Don't whisper such strange thing in my ear. Hee hee. Ow. My miserable manhood suddenly shifted. Eek. You're turning red, you're turning red. Have you finally realized it? That's right. Right now. Kei-chan is exactly the type of maid that every healthy male wants. Stop it, Mion. Really, why do you have to whisper that right in my ear? Have you ever just wanted to hold a maid close to you? Kei-chan, you've currently become one with that maid. Don't you see? That distance is far closer than mere touch can achieve. Can't you hear that pulse, that breath? Me-chan, that's how. On the verge of overheating, a long red line flowed out of Rena's nose. Rip Rena. Putting on makeup properly, making you wear a wig with straight long hair. With the straight long hair you like so much. Kei-chan, I've made you into your ideal woman. And now, you're going to walk around town with me. You'll surely monopolize the eyes of all the men. That would definitely make you feel really good, wouldn't it? If only you didn't have this big thing dangling in between your legs. You'd be a real girl. Not gonna comment on that. Saying that, she tried to flip up my skirt. What? This is definitely not the time. I can't let them see me with this male-centric problem. Crash thud. Before I realized it, Rana was caressing my head and rubbing me with her cheek. Ichigun, when you were fidgeting like that, you were super cute. I'm going to take you home. Oh, bye. She's just gonna lift him like a sack of potatoes. Bye, Keiichi. Peering through Rana's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion laying spread eagle on her back. I see. This must be what Satoko and Rika feel like when they become Rana's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Rana down from her frenzy. Later, Kei-chan. Today was super enjoyable, hehehe. You will rule this day, Mion! This disgrace shall be returned tenfold. I'll achieve an overwhelming victory and then condemn you to public shaming. Only if you can beat me. I look forward to seeing you try. Mion tossed me my clothes and looking in as good a mood as ever I've seen her, left. Okay now. Now that I've been released by Mion, I can't waste even a second running home. By the way, Rin isn't as good as Michan. So if we happen to bump into anybody, I won't be able to follow up for you, okay? Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash. Pretty sure I was running 100 miles in about 6 seconds there. Well then, Keiichi-kun. See you tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow. The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably a divine favor for my constant good behavior. It's been going my way today, except for when you lost! At that moment, the front door opened, and as if somebody was waiting for me. Oh, Keiichi. So you're home. I was just about to go for a walk. I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react. A normal person would have realized a particular scene before them around. Oh, whatever. Oh, Keiichi. Dad? This is, you know about that club Emma was talking about? This is one of the penalty games we do there. It's just so happened I lost today. My dad placed his hands on my shoulder. It was an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm hand. Keiichi, let's have a little talk in my studio. Please be accepting of your son. We'll keep it a secret from Mom, of course. Alright. No, Dad, let's go. There's a show I want to watch right now. Beyond you shall rule this day. Hi, Soul. Thanks for the resub. How are you? His artistic flame raging like wildfire, my dad dragged me along. I disappeared into the depths of his studio. All the inspiration. Oh, I hope it was a good nap. Keiichi, are you home? Oh, you were in the bath. Is that makeup remover? More importantly, what's the matter? Sorry. I have a headache and don't think I can make dinner tonight. I'm terribly sorry, but can you go out to eat with Dad? My mom is a go-get-'em superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity. That's fine, but what will you eat? If it's just for myself, I can probably find a way to scrounge something together. Take care. Keiichi. We'll take the car, so hurry up. Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat. Sorry to keep you waiting. So where are we going to eat? I recently found a nice store. Let's go there. My dad usually only complains about things. For him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is that he'd rank it 3 stars. As one who seeks the way of the gourmet, I, Keiichi Maribara, am genuinely intrigued. Little words. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hinamizawa night, carving a straight path towards town. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was shockingly the family restaurant right by the station. Dad, that great restaurant you were talking about, was this? Words Angel Mort were written on a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish style. It had the air of a girl-oriented all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant. All-you-can-eat cake buffet! All-you-can-eat cake buffet! You've never been inside Keiichi? Come to think of it, I hadn't. There's been some times where I've traveled to faraway towns to eat. But returning only as far as Okonomiya Station, there was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away, after all. I see. That's the reason.
Cheer 500 for this Thanksgiving. I am thankful that I found this hecking big sweet cutie, and gave her a follow. Gin really deserves all the love and support, and I am happy to support such a wonderful cutie pie. I love my favorite Gin. Insert keyboard smash here.
You know what you're getting? You are getting the tomato emote. Because that is what you do every time. Thank you for the cheer, though. I really appreciate it. You're really sweet like that. Thank you. Alright, I see. That was the reason why I never noticed it before. We stopped in the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya, well that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways. Hehehe. Keiichi, it seems that you finally realized how amazing this restaurant is. What's the meaning of this? How could so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant? Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. The bell attached to the door clattered as we entered, and a waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait until our meals were actually brought to us. Words! The taste was, no offense to Dad, but not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. If you were just talking about the taste, it seems like a normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi? See? Isn't it great? Is this like... This is one of those... I see. It just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It's one of those. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. And the parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there's only one other reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress. Excuse me, the dessert that comes with the meal hasn't come yet. I'm sorry. There was a dessert that comes with the daily combo A. Been waiting for quite a while. Oh, it's my apologies. I'll bring it to you right away. Yeah, hopefully it's not that extreme, but it definitely reminds me of certain chain restaurants that start with owl noises. I'll bring it right away. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off, flustered. Dad? Could it be that this restaurant is... Aren't they great? The waitress's uniforms here, I mean... Bam. What are you doing, Keiichi? My own father never hit me. I'm your son! Listen, Keiichi. I've never come here with impure intentions. That bell and attire and exquisite clothing. Oh, he's speaking French. Good luck to me. Well, if it's my artistic muse. Sir, no. I wanted you to feel that. No. Even you must have yearned for this stimulation. No. Haven't you? No. Coming here alone. Coming here alone, though. Bit embarrassing. No. You understand. No. That's why I dragged you here. Father, no. Just blame me. Even if you must condemn me. I wanted you to know that feeling, Keiichi. No. I need to take a leak. My father has always had this bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment, using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. No. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Too late. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beat red with shame. Waitress from before had returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered her some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly, and maybe even more somewhat perilously, just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. Aw, thank you. Did you have a nice time at the coast? Which beach did you go to? But it's just as Dad said. What incredible uniforms these are. Oh, nice. I've never been there myself, but I've heard it's a good area. They were like a bunny girl, plus a maid, plus some sort of frilly outfit, all in that perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubious, charming kind of fashion. Yeah, I love the coast. In any case, she had no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things, and that is, I don't know where I should look. Wearing something like that, walking around in a restaurant, it's as bad as it can be. It's as bad as it can be for digestion. Words! Okay. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. With what a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know. That's a right to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed. At the moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Mion, is that you? Eh? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Mion! It's not Mion. Why is she here? Why are you working at a place like this? I'm helping out at my uncle's store. Come to think of it, I'd heard her talk about how her relatives have stores in town and that she'd sometimes work part-time job to help them. Oh, that must be a lot of work. Nervous feeling I had disappeared in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Well, actually, my animal instinct tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside down. Cage, no, that's right. Oh no, he's gonna be one of those guys. My position is inferior to her. Do not be mean to the waitstaff. Humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. Here we go. There really is a god. For him to grant me the opportunity for revenge. Yeah, get it ready. Noticing the flame of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this, the type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it? It's embarrassing, so don't look so much. I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion currently is defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up a combo. Mion, you pretty big breasts. It seems like they're ready to spill out even now. Cagey, please. All the customers are definitely looking at you. Well, don't say that. Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing getup. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you would dress up like that. Thank you, yes. It's not like I'm doing this because I like to. It's alright. Is this alright, Keiichi? No, it's not. No. Aren't you taking a little bit too far? Yeah. You are. Even if this is payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, shut up, Logic. Listen to Logic. They back me on tenfold. This is a chance you hardly ever get. In this kind of get-up, your mother must be disappointed. Oh. That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer. Please stop. You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers. Please forgive me. I want to take you home. Not that! Entering a version of Raina's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like waterfall. I was going until I had no regrets. I am regretting this. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation. Revenge for today's events. Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. Oh, thank God. Seems that Mion's neutral circuits had completely shortened from the embarrassment. Neural circuits, okay. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this is good news for me. Leaving aside what exactly was good, I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress. That's this is such a surprising side for you. I want to show this to the Mion from this afternoon. Actually, I want to show Rena and the others. Rena will definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here? That's wrong. I could never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion. I'm saying that's wrong. I'm turning bright red. Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat. What do you mean? That's wrong. I'm not Mion. What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. If you're not Mion, then who are you? Everybody meets Shion. You're Mion Tsunezaki, right? I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier, but my name is Shion Sonozaki. Mion is my older sister. My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. Mion is probably thinking that there was no such way such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. Shion? Shion Sonozaki? Yes? I'm often mistaken for my sister. But when we met, you had the kind of response that you wouldn't make if we were meeting for the first time. That's because my sister is always talking about you, so I knew who you were. A little bit of a cringeworthy excuse, that is. But when I look at Mion's eyes, which beg me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. You mean harass? To us, Mion had been the leader who normally was overflowing with confidence and a guiding force. If I were to lash out at Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. Something I would have never wished for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. I see. In that case, I'm sorry. As long as you understand. My sister has a lot of enemies, you see. Well, now she's self-aware of that fact. Now she is... As I unintentionally laughed aloud, Shion laughed with me. Shion, is this your first time being a waitress? It doesn't seem like you're used to it. Actually, today, Kei-chan is my first customer. A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for me to refer her the way her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So you said you worked part-time at your uncle's store before? I thought you would have been more used to it. Oh, I have other relatives that run shops. That's why this is the first time I'm helping my uncle that owns this place. See, that makes sense. Anybody would be tentative doing a job they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at this store? Oh, my sister is, you see, she's not good with these cutesy things. I know what she's trying to say. That's right. Mion is more suited to cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But for Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that? Shion, like Rena often does, spaced out and turned bright red. What does that mean exactly? At least for this moment, it felt like this Shion character actually existed. You're in for a surprise! Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room. Sonozaki-san, can you take a break? You can take your break now. Oh, okay. Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take her break. Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to the infamous Kei-chan. Sorry for mistaking you for Mion and teasing you. Please tell Mion that I will have my revenge one day. Ah, that thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right? That devilish laugh and smile was exactly the same as the one I knew. That's right. Tell her that I will return the favor for the total humiliation I suffered. Bleh. More importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. My sister will have my revenge during your club activities. Hee 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 hee. Ha ha ha, bring it on. I'll get her before she gets me. Mion laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. I feel like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now, I knew the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister. I thought that maybe I should ask Rena tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. Like the past 15 minutes, I've decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister. So I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not as if we actually made a promise or anything. That little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped on my shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. Probably came up with a new idea for an art piece while he was sitting on the can. Keiichi, are you about ready? Let's go home. Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It's pretty much filled. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular customer. Was that new waitress just now somebody you knew, Keiichi? Oh, so you were watching from the shadows. Dad had the oddest sense of tact sometimes. Somebody from school? From Hinamizawa? Yeah, she's the little sister of my friend Mion. Her school isn't in Hinamizawa, so she must go to one in town. I've never seen her at my school. So not all kids in Hinamizawa go to the same school? Only about half. The other half go all the way to into town on their bikes. In this way, the feeling that that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister, something like that. Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me both a little happy and a little embarrassed. You've received new tips. Is there really a Shion and an introduction to Angel Mort? Okay, so we will view the new tips. Introduction to Angel Mort. Oh, is there really a Shion? Let's start with that one. Huh? Mion-san's family? Yeah. More broadly, I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion actually existed. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I was quietly asked Satoko about it. I wonder. She might not. She wasn't being very clear about it. Had Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? Hi, Hazel. Hi. Hello. From your reaction, I guess you never met any. Hi. Yes. I've never seen any of her relatives except for her grandmother. As far as I could tell, there's already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory. Hi, sweetie. Hello, kitty kitty. Rika would know more than I. You would do well to ask her. Satoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight. Hello. That is the cat bopping the mic. Hi, sweetie. Rika! You know anything about Mion-san's family? Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question. Mi has a big family, so I don't really know everything about them. Hi, sweetie. that many, huh? For example... Is there someone named Shion Sanozaki? Well, I might have heard wrong, so she might not actually exist, but... You mean she? Shion exists. Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real. Their names are quite similar, you know? I could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference. I've heard she's Mii's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times. Mika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much. I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago. She's not in this class, so maybe she goes to the school in Okonomiya? She may live there, too. Mion-san lives apart from her family with her grandmother, after all. She didn't live with her parents? That was a bit odd. Was there something between them? It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances. For now, I learned that she had a younger sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, still seemed very mysterious. Oh, what are you three talking about? This old man wants in on it. Oh, Mion-san, you come at a good time. Might it be true that you have a younger twin sister? Crap. A younger sister? Well, yeah. I do. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. I think she's looking at me. Oh my! I had no idea! What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime. You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. She's really conceited. Besides, other than talking to her on the phone once in a while, I haven't seen her for a long time either. Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this was pretty funny, so I let it go for a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I also be able to see her if I go into that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling if I've made up a new friend despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. Alright, let's do the other tip. Reprinted from A Victorious War Photographer's Guide, April issue. Complete Conquest Analysis. Family Restaurant Chapter. Okay, now at last we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mart, the super famous restaurant, and the envy of all enthusiasts. Despite being located in the remote Shishibone city of XX Prefecture, why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the center of human habitation? It can only be because of the trial given to us by the god of war photography. Okay. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, you can just go to a censored place or something. We am not for the sweet treats, but for the sweet uniforms. Fragrant aroma sweet wops with these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device. How can their basketball flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter. Away! Okay. Smoking area. The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus. Words. Yesterday I failed to get a seating. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box of the smoking area. Baku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll procure the spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of Ryu, the hunter. He's saying that victory is decided the moment he chose his seat. In actuality, Ryu uses the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's and succeeded in getting the best seat in the house. Back then, he also went in an early afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing such tricks as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance per picture. I hope he asked for that. But, as if cursed by that, from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chance coming his way. And after 4 p.m., a man began to take his orders. It looks as though he has been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. Ryu, my aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in the booth and left my bag on the floor. My camera was already hiding in my traveler's bag, and might fossilize in there. If there were a 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half a day, I would have a high encounter rate. Waitstaff are not Pokemon. I am mortified. Even so, he's still got a few pieces of gold. It's to be expected from the hunter. He attained to this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. Okay, you are a creeper. Nice. He is an artisan. He is a creeper. More surprisingly, though, this is the uniform conquest across Japan yield not a single arrested Oh, great. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been approximately half of the total prefect. Woof. That thing the day before. The day before, our hunter took on the Shrine Maiden cuisine something in Nagoya. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through and placed in a booth and waited on by the head priest. Good. Despite waiting half a day, the much-anticipated Shrine Maiden appeared only at the time of his first order. Seriously huge blunder as the hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader with 3 all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures from the Angel Moore uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. Creeper. With such blazing hot pictures, you too can become the whatever. I don't even care. Alright. So we'll save, and I think I'll go a little bit further, but I will take a small bio break. But yeah, let's get through chapter 3 as well. So we'll just do the regular BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let us continue with Chapter 3. Sure, I already saved, but... So, just to make sure that you save... Continue. Listen up, everybody. If you don't take cooking seriously, somebody's going to get hurt. This is part of your education as well, so don't fool around and do it seriously. Lazy? Yeah, walked you through the class in response. Half of the school day was going to be home economic lessons. The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who let this building be rented out as a school. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was a school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each one of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged. Alright, everybody. It may be that nowadays, curry is an easy meal anybody can make, but it has its roots in traditional Indian cuisine. Oh yeah, I think the teacher really, really likes curry. Even though we've altered it a bit, in the Japanese style, it's still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India. Absolutely do not neglect this fact. I'll have words with anybody who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that. Do not get between her and her curry. That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever. It's rumored that Chie-sensei has devoted her life to curry. She'll probably be a pretty strict judge. As long as you're not failing, your grade in home ec doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter at all. I wouldn't say that if I were you. The teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry. What the heck does that even mean? A curry tyrant? Never heard of that before. You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Undyingly so, or unyieldingly so. Yeah. It's said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. What? Hi, everybody. Hi, Doc. Thank you for the raid. It sounds like you got run over by a sports car. What? You missed it. Earlier in one of the chapters, everybody made Keiichi dress up as a maid, and I was like, I wonder if Doc will raid me. No, it's not going to be a car. Oh no, I'm so sorry, my guy. That's rough. Hugs for you too, thank you. But yeah, we just started Chapter 3. Yes, Doc is a great maid. Very cute. Probably would have liked the whole everything about Keiichi being forced to be dressed as a maid as a punishment game. This is also true. Both of them are big sweeties and I like them very much. But yeah, the plan is to read through this chapter. So yeah, welcome in everybody. Glad you could all make it, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Please enjoy me fumbling over words. Every year she goes on a journey into India to research mystical curry. This is just a rumor, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day, and if she occasionally has something else, it always has to be curry flavored. No worries, you take care of yourself. Hi, Beep! How are you? Good to see you. That's not unyielding, that's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Weenie! That was beautiful! But yes, I will do the check. So I'll do the stretch. The posture check. And a sip. Thank you. For those of you that didn't see in the chat, Weenie contributed to the cult's totem right as I was saying cult. What? Oh, thank you, Soul, for the gift sub! Yay! Please enjoy the emotes. They are very fun. Marcy did such a good job. And Marcy also did the PNG, which I adore. And have 3 different versions up for when things get spooky in here. Yes, evil cult or something. Besides, doesn't curry top the list whenever it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird nutritionally speaking, and... Oh no, funk. Embedded into the table right by my fingertips. A chef's knife, ladle, and a spatula. Hummed gently as they still quivered. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling. Kei-chan, shh. If you say any more, you'll be sleeping with the fishies. Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah. Just be serious and make your curry properly and everything's good, alright? I don't think it's going to be that easy today. Look, Mi-chan is written all over her face. The playing field is even, and we're being judged. There's no way we won't turn this into a competition. Oh, it's curry time. Food wars! It's like we're all on the same page. It's a cooking contest! I knew it. There's no way Mion would... Oh. Uraneko, thank you for the follow! Love your name! Welcome in, and I hope you have a lovely time. There's no way Mion would leave such an enticing event alone. How shall we determine the victor? By how the teacher judges it? I was just saying, but wait, there's more! The teacher reappeared with our principal in tow. The purpose of today's event is to show appreciation for the people at the forestry service, so they'll be judging those results with me. Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the forestry service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck to everyone. Everyone. I went with everyone and Buddy at the same time. Yahahaha. Even the principal? No worries, thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it very much. Looking around, it seemed like the interest of everybody in the class had been piqued. So that's what's happening. This isn't going to just be some casual curry cook-off. Finn is good at making curry. I'm not going to lose today. My grade is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika. That's unfair. I'm pretty sure that Rika is good at cooking. My curry is so tasty, it'll send shivers down your spine. Yes, Cat? Okay. What about Mion? She doesn't really seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. Well, okay, bye. Beautiful. So, basically, the pun here is Mion's a bit of a tsundere, and, basically, those types of characters stereotypically are bad at cooking. So that's just a little bit meta here. But Mion continued to look unconcerned. Hee. I'll tell you what Kei-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right? I don't like the way she said that. It couldn't be. Mion couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded. Alright, everybody, are you ready? Be very careful with the knives. Start! The call to arms has sounded. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm into the bottom, and fill it with water just about to the wrist. Are you alright with only that much water? What? Okay. Hazel's got the zoomies. If you don't put in more, it could be bad. You filthy liar. If I put in any more, it'll be left with some half-cooked porridge. Satoko, if that's meant to be a trick, it won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, then the steam starts to puff. And don't take off the lid no matter what. Keiichi-kun, you're amazing! This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp? My dad really likes to go camping, see? Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot. So that means everybody's good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry. Curry is Rika's specialty. We'll cream you all. You'll lose. You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with the cooking too? Maybe Satoko-chan is, helping the most by doing nothing at all. Beep. The ends justify the means. I'll just have to win. That was a pretty malicious comment from Rena. And Satoko took it hook, line, and sinker. Rena could only apologize between fits of laughter while Satoko chased her around. Well now, shall we move on to the curry? For now, the battle truly begins. After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I grasped the knife. Gulp. What will today's curry taste like? Cooking is fun. Cooking is so fun. As Rana hummed along, her very well-practiced hand wielded her knife. Rhythmical sound of the knife hitting the cutting board harkened to a kind of image of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so common practice, I seriously didn't stand a chance. I looked over at Satoko and Rika-chan. Satoko was in charge of washing the vegetables, while Rika was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Rika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it very quickly. On top of that, the peels spanned the entire potato. What was that called again? Katsuromaki? Or Katsuramuki? I've heard that peeling a vegetable in one loop around like that is a highly regarded technique. She picked the peel up from the sink and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife. It's a snake! Rawr! Saying that, she placed a longly peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika-chan and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. But, rawr? Do snakes make that sound? No, they go blip. Alright then, how's Mion doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she could peel a potato so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way. This can't be! You've got to be kidding me! This is a trick! She's using special effects! Fuck that stereotype, Mion. Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire. Hehehe. Here, take a look-see. As if she had already run, Mion proudly showed me the elongated potato skin. You didn't know, Keiichi? Me was taught how to cook by a grandma. Not just cooking. From sewing to flower arrangement to playing the koto, from marksmanship to radio operation, even helicopter piloting is one of the myriad of things she can do. She is very talented. And, we'll find out reasons why that is later. Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items on the list that seemed like a lie. She's actually really good at cooking. It's just such a hassle that she never does it, though. Which, I mean, fair. Depending on how recipes go, they can be very time-intensive. Damn it. I'm also really good at cooking. Especially Chinese food. Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking. Shot down before I could even say it. Oh ho ho! Too bad for you. Today, Keiichi-san shall be assuredly languished in defeat all alone. Clank. The tough words from somebody who can't even cook by herself. Pika! There. I'll destroy Keiichi for you. I live thanks for the lurk. Gah, this does not look good. Everybody's smirking at me. Revenge of the maid dress, probably. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi Maribara. Don't throw away this match. Calm down and think. Not about how to peel these potatoes well, but about how to win this challenge. There are too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying only that, I gathered up all my vegetables and left that spot behind. Will Keiichi-kun be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with this knife. Let's see what Kei-chan is doing. No matter how hard I try peeling these, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop my fingers right off. Then, there's only one thing left to do. Hamida-kun, Okamura-kun. Hi, Hazel. Welcome back. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. Hi. I'll play with you after I'm done with this chapter, okay? Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at the toy store last Sunday. They'd been paired with 2 girls of their group. Yep. Well, the girls are pretty good at cooking. So both of us can just mess around, and we'll be okay. Participate with your female classmates in learning how to cook. Cooking is a life skill for any gender. Hi. Yes. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Oh, Hazel says hi. Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Rina, but we're both good enough at handling a knife. We'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm going to lose the contest. Give me the vegetables your group has already peeled. Maibara-san, that's pretty much theft! Hi. Hi. But depending on what's in it for us, in other words, depending on the terms of the negotiation, quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat the curry that Toka and Rika-chan's group makes. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Hazel. She just keeps popping the microphone. Hi. Hi. How about that? I don't know about that. Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just a little more push seemed to be in order. Very well then. Let's make them an offer they can't refuse. Oh, hello, sweetie. Are you cozy? I pulled them both close by the shoulders and made them an offer in a hushed tone. Of course, that includes the part that Satoko and Rika-chan have already eaten some of. I'll even throw in the spoons. Splooge. The red mist sprouted vigorously from the noses of the two underclassmen. Keiichi-san is also pretty good at this. Those are some very nice potatoes. Having brilliantly cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades in triumph. Sweetie. Whoa, amazing, amazing! Keiichi-kun's peeling is really good! That's not quite right. Kei-chan has, it isn't a potato, but his fangs. Yeah. I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all. Having finished with preparing the vegetables, the next is to boil a pot of water, then adding the vegetables in order, which takes the longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we were camping. But just cooking in order probably won't garner a lot of points. Looking over at Rana, she has a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating. Calculating a way to win this game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. I have a feeling that I could have somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but I would be no match for Rana. She was way out of my league. When my mother makes curry, you see, she always uses a lot of ingredients. That's why Rena's curry uses a lot of ingredients as well. I really wanted to take all night and stew it nice and slow. Oh, compliments for Weedy. I'll do that before the health check, because I've got a cat on my lap. So, compliments first. You are seriously one of the nicest people I know. You've introduced me to a lot of really fun things, and I just always enjoy seeing you around and interacting with you. You're so nice, and I'm so glad you're my friend. Thank you for always spending time with me and everything. I enjoy you so much. Alright, let's do the ad time real quick. Let's do 1 minute of ads. So get up, take a sip, whatever you all need to do. Now I'll do that health check. Stretch. Posture and... Alright, let us continue. Let's do it nice and slow. And I did the kiss check while the ads were running, so I did not forget. I beg of you. Will you please help just a little with my curry? And that it was actually enough time to get the cat to move. Ha 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 ha. No! This is one of our club activities. Rena won't lose. When she enters club mode, even the normally kind Rena, becomes an enemy. Looks like Rika-chan is cooking apples as well. She's like a pro at this. How about Mion? What? Mion, you? What the heck is that? Where did you get the meat from? I predicted what we would be doing today by looking at the schedule, so I prepared accordingly. My curry is going to be marvelous. Upon closer inspection, it looked like Mion brought her own vegetables and spices and other ingredients. They were spread all over the place. Mion, just for today, brought all this stuff from your house. Yeah, I know. Oh no, common sense. Objection! Gee, Sensei, there's no way this is allowed, is it? Objection overruled. As long as it makes for delicious curry, anything goes. Ugh, for a normally serious teacher to go far as to append a star to the end of her sentence. Just as the rumor said, she's through and through a curry freak. Rina and Rika-chan are naturally gifted chefs. I've come with thorough preparations. And Kei-chan, what about you? Hehehe. It's hopeless. In the grand scheme of cooking, peeling the vegetables is only a small part of it. The hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high. I have our son over here. Turning around, I saw the voices calling me, belonging to the two underclassmen from earlier, Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. What's up, you guys? What's up with that pot? Is that from your group? Watch this with your pot before somebody notices. I think that the curry the girls from our group made is the very least better than what you could make. I might. I'm gonna see if it goes on sale during the winter sale, but I might stream Dial Town, because I've been watching you play it and it's hilarious, and I think I would have a good time with it. You guys, for me? Don't get the wrong idea. If you don't win, then we... That is... Oh, that's right. If I don't win, the talk of eating Satoko and Rika-chan's curries goes right out the window. Seems like you guys are getting riled up about this too. Sorry, I'm in your debt. But I'm surprised the girls in your group agreed to this. Maibara-san, we're also serious about this. Billing in our day duty 3 times. These guys, to assure my victory, have paid the price. That gaze filled with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting this with everyone! Leave it to me. Save some room, boys. I'll definitely let you eat your fill. We shall be eagerly awaiting your victory. It's a gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is to let it stew for a bit. The delicious smell of curry begins wafting upwards. Curry. Pot gifted to me by my 2 underclassmen certainly draws some double takes. Rene's even looking surprised when she came to take a look, so it must be pretty good. Hey, Chan, you're pretty good. It looks like this will be a good match. Right to the bitter end. Rena wants to eat Keiichi's curry. Curry! Rena's curry and Mion's curry too. Everybody is a worthy opponent. I've done my very best, but I'm not sure of the outcome. Keiichi-san, Rika's calling you. Go see what she wants. Do not go see what she wants. Sabotage. What? Rika-chan's calling me. What could it be? Well, whatever. While I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy. Rika-chan was doodling on the ground in front of the pot. Because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know what she doesn't leave in the stove. To know that she doesn't leave the stove unattended. Hey, Rika-chan? How's yours doing? It's Mr. Curry. Huh? Rika-chan was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry is amazing. He shoots beams from his eyes. Nice. Pew pew. Apparently Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Throwing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser? Ooh, ah. Barrier. Beam reflected. Got another stick with my hand and reflected on the beam, striking Mr. Curry. Mr. Curry can shoot missiles from his stomach. Wow. My super electromagnetic barrier. And retaliatory beam. Mr. Curry absorbs the beam energy and fires his impulse wave cannon. Rika-chan and I scratch at the ground, thoroughly engrossed in our doodle war. You left your pot unattended, my guy. Rip. Wait a moment. Hey, Rika-chan. You called me here for a reason, right? Yes, I called you. But I've already fulfilled my purpose. That moment a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose. Hey, they got me! Headed back to my pot, standing there just as I feared was Satoko. No questions asked, I drop-kicked the back of her. Excuse me, that is a child! Why do you think you're doing? You know better than to do that to a lady's head. Who cares about that? Satoko, did you mix something in with my How impertinent. Pertinent. I haven't fallen that far. Despite what you may think, I'm a fair person, you know. And what's this incomprehensible line of ladles and plates? Leaving them all in these unsuitable positions as if they've fallen over. What did you do? At that moment, a gentle breeze blew by, knocking over a ladle that stood up on its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked over the next cooking utensil in a row. Whap, 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 whap. Clink, clink, thud, thud. This is art. Come to think of it, Domino World Record Challenges were quite the rage on television a while back. Hey, Kei-chan! The frying pan! Didn't even have time to react. Chain reaction knocked over the cutting board, then a frying pan, then the next after that was my pot. Crash. Frying pan struck my pot full force, tipping it over. Oh no, Rip Curry. Contents cruelly spilled out, and now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared, dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that for a moment I lost touch with reality. Oh my, this is a catastrophe. I didn't do anything, you hear me? Oh! At the very last moment, I had let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Satoko for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Satoko still had this method of fighting back. Just then Rena, who had been sampling her own pot, let out a scream. What? Rena's curry is salty. Salty! Was Rena also sabotaged? And what about Mion? My rice is salty! I've been had! Oh! With all these obstacles in my way having been taken care of before the fight even begins. All that effort wasted! So sad, so sad! So very, very sad. Rika-chan and Satoko rubbed my dumbfounded head to their heart's content. Do not underestimate the smalls. Pushing the desks together, it was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the countryside. Or courtyard. The far-reaching curry. The members of the forestry service, to whom we owe gratitude for their daily work, were guided to their seats. The principal gave a bit of a ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. Men from the forestry service seemed to like that kind of thing and gave their enthusiastic approval. Well then, everybody finished? We'll now have the judges sample your cooking. Everybody in class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The only club members who managed a decent result was Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well it was a failure, Rena planted her curry for the judges. Or plated. She already knew she was going to get a low score. but at least she was able to serve hers. Both Mion's and my curry were completely obliterated, so we couldn't even line them up on the table. The judges started from the curry made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn. Next up is Ryugu-kun's curry. Yes, this looks quite appetizing. Principal cheerfully shoveled a spoonful of Reina's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, his expression immediately changed. Oh my, what happened, Ryugu-san? It seemed so delicious when you were cooking it. Sensei must have had some expectations judging from her disappointment. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have added a bag of salt by... an entire bag. A bag of salt by accident! The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. I feel sorry for them. Failure is but the seasoning for success. I'm looking forward to next time. Do your best. Saying that, the principal devoured the rest of the over-salted curry in one go. Truly a man amongst men. The principal is actually... such a guy. Reina was down and out. Her offensive capabilities were something else, but she was defeated due to her weak defense. Well then, please savor our curry next. I see that Furude-san's group put a lot of effort into this curry. Let's see here. It's simple, but very nicely done. There was also an incident with Reina's salted curry right before, so this judge's assessment was extraordinarily high. Maybe not extraordinary, but perhaps today's forerunner? Judges began a heated debate. One of those judges let out a sigh as he removed a chunk of carrot with his spoon. Yeah, this kid's curry really isn't half bad. But I don't like carrots, you see. Personally, I think that carrots are a staple of curry. But I guess each to their own. However, seeing that Rika-chan read the nameplate on the chest of his coveralls and began to speak. That's no good, Kyoji. You have to eat your carrots. She's saying all of a sudden. Everybody turned to Rika-chan with a stunned look. But what Rika-chan just did was super effective! Carrot-heading judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streamed down his face. Yoji, there's seconds if you want them. Sup, mommy? While crying like he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Rika-chan's curry was by no means simple. No, that curry had the taste of a mother's cooking. Carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Rika-chan's assessment was unanimous. Oh, nobody can stand up to Rika's curry. I mean, baby, if it's carrots. Satoko let off a shrill laugh as she declared victory, but at that moment... Don't be fooled, my esteemed judges. Don't be deceived into thinking this meager slop is the taste only a mother can provide. What you people actually want to eat is this kind of curry, wasn't it? Oh. All of a sudden, in all its perfect glory, Mion's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the underclassmen, and of course myself could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with a demi-glazed sauce and a fresh salad. It's a set! Wouldn't be stretching to say this was a full-course meal. Perfectly made. Amazing, amazing! Michan, you're amazing! Michan, you're amazing! Satoko was also shocked, and Rika-chan couldn't hide her surprise. Whose victory was decided without even needing a taste. Of course, the hamburger was hand-kneaded. Salad also had a home-style dressing, but of professional quality. And the curry, not even a micron of grit. It was a sublime, truly a taste of saber, Sonozaki-san. Curry is no doubt a living testimony to 6,000 years of Indian knowledge in beautiful harmony with Japanese cuisine. I'm elated. This deserves full marks. I'm giving it 100 points. You're welcome. I'm just trying to set an example as class representative. Mion bowed politely, and then winked at us with a smirk on her face. I admit defeat. There's no way this is happening! I'm certain I sabotaged that pot of rice! Satoko, don't say the quiet part out loud. That's right. Satoko dumped salt into Mion's rice cooker, which would have ruined it. That moment it hit me, I spun backwards towards my own canister. That's why! At some point, my cooking canister had been opened and its contents completely emptied. Damn you, Mion! She yoinked his rice! You used my rice! That's not fair! Hand over half of your curry! Mion clucked her tongue and waved her finger at me as a smirk washed over her face. Oh there, Kei-chan, you're not taking this seriously enough. You gave up at the last moment. I didn't. That's the difference between us. As soon as you gave up, it's all over. Or as soon as you give up, it's all over. I couldn't properly voice my shame. Mii-chan, I feel so sorry for Keiichi-kun. Just give him at least a little. It's fine, it's fine. This is a lesson. Kei-chan just learned that you shouldn't give up on the contest until it's all over, right? It loathes me to say this, but Mion is right. To give up so quickly on the match was my own folly. For Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thanking her. Or thankful to her. Well then, did that mean even in this situation I should give up? My curry was overturned while it was still in the pot, and I didn't even have any rice left. How in the blazes am I not supposed to lose hope in this situation? Maibara-san. Kamita-kun and Okamura soon suddenly appeared. Damn it. Even though my protégés had tried so hard, I wasn't able to meet their expectations. It's an accident. There was nothing you could do. Both of them were dejected. I couldn't accept this defeat so easily. I was their senior. What would I do if I didn't pick up the broken pieces of the dream I had showed them? I just learned it from Mion now, didn't I? Don't throw away the contest. Not until the last moment. Think, Keiichi Maibara. Think. Not about how to make more curry, but about how to win the match. Had an idea. I didn't think I could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing. Mita-kun, come on, wash your hands. Help me out. Omura-kun, there's something I want you to find. Okay, gotcha. Both of them disappeared after receiving these instructions. Oh? How's Kei-chan going to flounder about at the end? Why don't you show me? Nobody likes a stubborn fool, you know. Shut up. Just sit there and watch this last card I have to play. First off, Mion, I'll be taking some of your rice. I won't let you say no. I don't really care. It's salty after all. It's okay if Rana helps too, right? Keiichi-kun is in trouble right now. Hearing you say that is very reassuring. Well then, Rana, go make some tea. Oh, you didn't trust me. Next to Toko. Also, Rika-chan. I challenge you to a side bet. What did you say? We'll listen to your request. This was my duty of my two protégés who shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake. So, Rika-chan, if I receive a perfect score, I'll be taking your curry. Nothing for you to eat. You need to know when to stop joking around. I'll be giving a big no to that. No, it's alright, Satoko. Take him up on it. Firmly patting the top of Satoko's head, Mion said these words with the gravitas of a club president. You handicapped him this much, didn't you? There's no way he can make up for that. So meet him head on. No matter how hard he struggles, he's not going to make a comeback. Right? That may be true, but... I don't mind. Keiichi, go for it! Yay! The judges seemingly grew tired of sampling the various curries and were debating each entry. From what little I overheard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in the question. By the way, what happened to Maibara-san's curry? Or Maibara-kun's curry? I still haven't tried it yet. Yeah. The pot with my curry in it fell over. Is that so? That's a real shame. I may have lost my curry, but that doesn't mean I've lost this contest. With everybody singing my praises, my combative posturing had drawn attention to all the judges. First of all, just be quiet and eat these, please. Listen to your complaints. I'll listen to your complaints after that. Yeah, complaints, okay. This is my cooking! Maibara-kun, this is... Onigiri, huh? The judges smiled wryly at the simple fare that was quite in contrast to the preceding bravado. Rena poured tea into the cups she had brought over from the break room. He's making a mockery of this! There, look! There's not even a filling, it's nothing more than salted onigiri! This isn't even worthy of being called a contest anymore. It's true, the amount of salt might be a little much, but... Rena's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it still might not be enough to win the match. Maibara-san, this is really enough to make a comeback? Gentlemen, you did well. It's alright. Just watch. The judges were chewing their mouths full and sipping at the tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down. It seems that Kei-chan has learned how to use some rather underhanded tricks. This might be difficult. Yeah, that's right. Anna understands that now, too. What do you mean? Why is everybody just quietly eating that much? See, Satoko-chan. That's because the judges are actually tired of eating curry. Because they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. And because they were from small children, they were made to show their appreciation, and they couldn't eat just a bit of each. Something a man values the amount more of than taste. Those times, rather than rich, mind-blowing flavor, they crave simplicity. Couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they'd had today. Confirmed that by looking in their eyes as the judges smiled wryly. I'll praise your efforts today, but today's contest was about curry. I'm not sure I can give a score to this. The teacher and the principal folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underlings, seeing that, saw a small glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. This little surprise was not enough. Don't give up, Kei-chan. Mion whispered quietly. That's right. If I didn't push here. No, I'll have you give it a score. If you think that curry and onigiri are really that different, you're sorely mistaken. Huh? Maibara-kun, what are you saying? How are they the same? The principal stopped the teacher. It looked like he was giving me a final chance. The judges, having eaten their fill, quietly waited for my statement. This is the homeland. In its homeland of India, curry is usually eaten with a type of bread called naan, isn't it? Naan is delicious. Therefore, you could say that this cuisine we call curry rice is something that we have adopted and modified. This is the teacher said in the beginning. It's a fusion of Indian and Japanese cuisine. I know that what you're trying to say, Maibara-kun. But what does this have to do with onigiri? It's actually very simple. Both curry and onigiri are things made to let you enjoy eating rice. Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agricultural forebears watered the fields, fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow and raise a rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find ways to enjoy eating rice. In other words, curry and onigiri are both the result of rice culture. Scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. It was the thunderous applause that praised me. Enough with this nonsense already! I won't accept this! Teachers are only judging curry, you know. This is out of the question. It obviously deserves 0 points. Miss Keiichi-kun did his best. Could you please acknowledge that? Today's class was supposed to be about curry. What should we do? Mion, stifling her laughter, stepped forward. There's a story about how when Michelin 3-star chef from France came to Japan, the people from the hotel he was staying at had a whole bunch of ingredients from France imported. But the chef didn't even give them a second glance. I wonder why that was. They were ingredients from his homeland. The chef went to the local fish market and made a dish from fresh fish caught in Japan. The culture of food isn't bound by predetermined rules. It's culture. If you want to come to Japan, you meld with Japanese culture and make something new. That's how curry and onigiri are the same. Mion. She was providing fire support. I had to be grateful. The judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. Stern look washed over the teacher's face as she refolded her arms. Ayabara-kun, your pot of curry was flipped over, wasn't it? Even though I said at the beginning to be careful. I'm sorry. But as Mayabara-kun and Sonozaki-san said, there are no boundaries in cuisine. If it's something that can amaze people, then it's not something that should be discriminated against just because of its form. Then... For spilling your pot, minus 20 points. But just for today, for not giving up and doing your best, plus 20 points. I'll give you 100 points. Mayabara-san, we did it! My underclassmen laughed at me. A perfect score! We did it, we did it! The curry was spilt, our rice was taken, but we made a comeback. In the end, Rika-chan's curry also received full marks, so everybody but Rena had a perfect score. Since this contest was outside of the scope of our regular cuddle-up activities, there wasn't any particular penalty game. Rena breathed a sigh of relief. Now, as promised, Satoko-chan, Rika-chan, I'll be taking your curry. But that means we won't have any lunch. Aww. Satoko stomped angrily at the group in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute. Is what I wanted to say, but I'll show you some mercy. You can eat half. Thank you, Keiichi. My two protégés peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming down their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. We did it, Mayabara-san. It's all thanks to you. We flashed each other a thumbs up. Now, I just have to give these to my pupils. I've gotten pretty hungry myself. I guess I'll have one of my onigiri. What, huh? There was no trace of my onigiri. The ones I had set aside for myself included. As I peered around, searching for them, the principal clapped his hands on my shoulder. Gahaha. When I was listening to that speech you gave about rice I was chewing, the rice I was chewing was even more delicious. Gahaha. Could it be that you ate my share? Gahaha. The principal simply laughed without answering. Yes. Seriously? My eyes half brimmed with tears and my stomach crumbled as I was called over by the teacher. Mayabara-kun, because of the circumstances, I give you a perfect score, but you understand, right? Understand what? There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Like a pot stewing a curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral. A chill washed over me. She clutched me by the shoulder and drew me in until our noses were almost touching. Curry is the world's most respected and sacred of dishes. I will absolutely not allow it to be put in the same category as onigiri. You hear me? Curry was created in ancient India, one of the 4 great river valley citizens, and was raved about during the reign of King Ashoka. It from the birth of the International Food Expo. Words. Curry facts. Curry. Hey, Keiichi-san? What are you stumbling around for? Cleaning up is part of cooking, too. Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all curried. Is that why? Curry. Hee. Yikes, she got him good, huh? It's okay. He'll be back to normal by tomorrow. Probably. It wasn't that long before hunger brought me back to my senses. Well, that was silly. Any tips? Halfway point. That's okay. I think we'll call it here. So let's go to the menu real quick. Save it. Hi, sweetie. And so now we'll go to the ending screen real quick. And let's find somebody to raid. Hi. Because I should probably get some food myself. Not gonna lie, talking about curry and onigiri made me go, that sounds delicious. Thank you all for coming. It was a lovely time. I hope you all enjoyed. Okay, let's see. Who should we raid today? Let's see who's going. Ooh, okay. So, hi, Kitty. So, I see that Sandy's going, so we'll raid them. They're playing Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet. Thank you, Weedy. You too. Oh, excuse me, cat. Hi. I need to type a raid message. Thank you. We're gonna do. Hi. Ma'am. Ma'am, I still need to see. Yeah. We'll do something like this. All right. I hope you all have a lovely time. Oh, nope, wrong button. Right button. Hi. Yes, hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. All right. I will see you all later. Have a good time.